today I'm sharing with you all you need to know on how you can travel best in Tanzania. I can't believe we are finally here. One of the most beautiful, epic road trips from Arusha here. It was just like a 2 hours drive, but driving actually through the villages, like real Maasai villages. And then you go, the moment you get out of Arusha, first of all you see Mount Meru, then you get into like an off-road, really bumpy and really dusty. But luckily we had our driver guide here, Jakob. Yes. He will be with us the entire weekend and take us around, and he's also one of the directors of this camp. And I'm not yet telling you where we are because I want to share that at the end of the video. This is a small secret and insider tip here in Tanzania. Well, this is not so easy to answer because you can literally travel here as low budget, which means you can go on a safari and join a group which is around $200 per person. Then you join a small group of like 6 people in a Land Cruiser. You have a chef, a driver guide, you sleep in sleeping bags, in a tent, and you do the low budget safari. Then on the other hand, if you say you have more money or maybe you go with your partner, then you will spend medium budget at least $400 to $500 per day per person. If you travel alone, then the cost might be a little bit more expensive as you have to cover the car and everything by yourself. If you are worried and think like, okay, Sinja, I don't know what I want, I don't know what I need, you guys know I'm as well a travel consultant and I can help you to find the right safari for you. And also I have a free Tanzania travel checklist. There's everything written about your entrance requirement, everything you need to know before traveling here, and also what you need to put in sequences, like if you have to go to see the doctor, yellow fever, anything up to credit cards, everything you need to know. Wonderful, good morning. We came up here early morning just to hike this beautiful mountain and to see the sunrise, and also there's Kilimanjaro. I mean, that is nothing best to wake up with a cup of coffee. Anyway, so you guys usually ask me, Sinja, what is the best time to travel to Tanzania? And to be honest, there's not a single month in the year where you cannot travel to Tanzania. But now I would say it depends on which type of traveler you are. So there's the high season, the typical high season, which is between June and October, where is the famous migration in the entire world. So if you want to come there, you are most welcome. And then also we have the raining seasons. We have the long rainings, which should come usually from April and May. And then we have short rainings, which should come soon, like from October or let's say November, maybe beginning of December. The raining season doesn't really say anything anymore, so it's possible, like for example this year it has been not raining during the raining season, and now in the off-raining season it rains, so we don't know. But if you think like you want to maybe save some money or also maybe you don't want to travel when everyone is traveling, because then we might have like hundreds of cars in one park, and this is also not beautiful. I personally love traveling to a place like this where there is no one, it's just our guide and us. So if you want the less touristy, then don't come in the high season. I would say most of our clients, they come to Tanzania, they travel for 4 or 5 days on safari. And then after the safari, like what I love doing as well, and that's also why we are here, one of the reasons is that they go on a 1 or 2 days trip for a cultural visit, like to really experience the real life, like being with Maasai. So that's another 2 days. Then maybe I would count 1 day arrival in Arusha or at your international airport, and then also 1 day before you travel out. And then additionally, majority of the clients, of course, they fly to Zanzibar. Also us, we are flying on Monday, so in 2 days to Zanzibar. And the best way to get to Zanzibar, to be honest, is actually by plane. And I don't trust any other airline apart from Precision Air. And I work with a lot of tour operators here as well. They tell me the same, because I feel this is the best and safest local airline here in Tanzania. And as well, when it comes to like the delay or the departure time or cancelling flights, they have never disappointed me. I know so many airlines, especially also in Kenya, which I've used in my past, and also in Tanzania. When you travel, then they might postpone your flight, or they have a delay of 1-2 hours, or it's just a headache, and then they don't even give you a different ticket. They just write you an email, the flight tomorrow is not going, and then you are on a tight schedule because you only have a few days here in Tanzania. So I'm sure you don't want to experience that. So that's what I'm doing. I only use Precision Air, and also when we are going on Monday, let me jump off this car. We are going to fly with Precision Air. So yeah, in total I would recommend maybe 10 days to travel to Tanzania. Of course, if you have more days, that's even better. So peace. Whew, guys, do you know where I'm at? Where I'm sitting? Hey. Look at this one. Don't lick me. Wait. So, when it comes to planning your trip in Tanzania, I think the most important thing is that you make your research first and you go online. Maybe you check out other YouTubers, maybe I don't know where you get your information, maybe Facebook groups, or you know someone who has been traveling in Tanzania. Because the issue is, if you just go and trust any tour operator, they might just sell you any standard safari, which you end up being on a mainstream safari. But if you truly want to have a unique and a new experience, which like maybe no one else ever had or told you about, like us now, having a camel trekking safari, I mean, that is crazy. yeah. So then you have to do your research first and think like, okay, where can I do it? And then yeah, you'll be able to do it as well. But you have to make your research first. I'm thinking of maybe next time when I come back here, I will do a camel trekking safari, which goes like either 1 night or even 2 or 3 nights. But then I have to be prepared, and I don't think I can carry Zahi. I can't do this with a baby, but this is something I think which is still on my bucket list, and let's see. Wonderful, good morning. So, wow, we just camped here in a conservancy and we went on a game drive yesterday, and one of the questions I get asked all the time is, Sinja, what is the best safari in Tanzania? And well, here, have a look, this side, there's Kilimanjaro. Behind me the guys are preparing breakfast. So in Tanzania, definitely the best safari is, I think, making the northern circuit, which means you start in Arusha, then you go, oh my god, I think I see a giraffe there. Anyway, so I think the best way is you start in Arusha, then you go to Tarangire 1 night, 2 nights Serengeti. You need at least 2 nights in the Serengeti if you really want to explore it. And I think the Serengeti is the world famous one, and it's a must on your bucket list. And apart from that, then you come back and Ngorongoro crater. It is so beautiful around the crater. And then going back to either Arusha or maybe also having another day in Lake Manyara. So you need at least 4 or 5 days on that northern circuit, and I think that is the best way and the best option in Tanzania to go on safari. I promised you guys that I will share with you where exactly we are and who organized all that for me. So all this is, we went to Mukuru Eco Tented Camp, and what I love about it is that it is real eco, and also it has real experiences. Like, it is run by Maasai and also working with the Maasai community, and actually the camp is inside a Maasai village, so like you feel you're part of it, and they have so many projects out there and you can go and have like the real experiences, and that's what I love about it. But it is low budget, which means it has like it's nothing for middle class or luxury traveler, not unless you can say, okay, because of the experience one night I try. Because for example, the tented camps, they're beautiful, but they don't have their own bathroom or toilet. So you have to walk outside, and then it's a shared bathroom, shared toilet. So I know that's not for everyone, but they're also promising in future they will build tented camps with bathrooms and everything. So I think then that problem should be solved, hopefully. Yeah, and then right now also they organized for us. They brought us here to Endomit, and it's one of the conservancy, or actually it's run by, I think it's called wildlife management, something like that. So which means that the community lives within that area as well, and it's actually here at the border. There at that hill, you see that hill behind me is where it's exactly the border to Kenya, and where if we cross over here, then we are in Amboseli, like actually in Kenya, in my home, so back home. So you guys can just go and check them out online, and then they will help you to organize it. Or of course, I'm also there to help you and guide you.